Greggy is a bad friend. He will say mean things about you behind your back if it means he gets a laugh out of it. He doesn't care about your self-improvement. In fact, he becomes jealous when he sees you making progress. He also texts a girl you've been texting as well. That is not a friend. Seriously, Greggy's a There is a festival in my hometown. Basically, it was a place where us underage kids go drinking. I went to go there to meet people. I had a group of friends and I didn't even know they were going to be there. I found them, and what do you think was the first thing that one of them said to me as soon as I found them? Oh gosh, he's found us. And they all start laughing. What I didn't realise back then was they were not actually my friends. I was part of their group, but I was only there as like a tag along. It's funny, it's banter. They didn't even invite me. And as soon as I found them, what they'd said to me, or what guy said to me, oh God, he's found us, or oh gosh, he's found us. The thing is, that didn't click into my head that these are not my friends. These people don't give a shit about me. The only reason I'm hanging around with them is so they can probably take the piss out of me. I didn't realise that these were not my real friends. Being on the spectrum, those certain things didn't come to me naturally. Maybe they came to you naturally. Maybe they come to you naturally. So congratulations, you might not need this video. But for those that do need this video, stick around. To me, there's about 1,000 things I could say what makes a good friend and what does make a good friend. So I'm just going to simplify it and say, yeah, 5 things, yeah. Number 1 is he or she doesn't put you down to hurt your feelings. He or she does not put you down to make other people laugh, to make themselves feel great. I've had countless times where I've been part of a friendship group when I was younger, or that friendship group when I was younger, and they'll just take the piss out of me. Mostly when I was 16, maybe 15. They'll just take the piss out of me. They'd all get a laugh out of it. I would feel like shit. This happened a lot, and I allowed it to happen. True friends, or a true friend, would never do that to you. Number 2 is loyalty. Your friend now, I've had a so-called friend whom I've told that, oh, this girl here that we both knew, I'm seeing her. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's nothing. I'm basically telling this guy that I was seeing this girl. He was like, oh yeah, great, good for you, mate. Yeah, what do you think he does? He starts to text her. Like, what the actual He starts to text her whilst I'm seeing her. Okay, it didn't work out with this girl, and that's fine. It wasn't that. It was the fact that he then went behind my back to text her. Ooh, let's have sex. Like a little bitch. And this was only a couple of years ago, to be fair. This wasn't a childhood memory. This didn't happen when I was a kid. This happened 2 years ago, roughly. So a true friend basically won't try to the same girl you're trying to basically. The thing is, being on the spectrum, for me personally, it's like everyone being given a manual to life, to things that you should know and don't know, things what you should say and don't say. And for some reason, when I was a kid, I didn't get given this manual. That's how it felt, being an undiagnosed autist. So these things I just didn't know. So I'm just learning now. I've learned now. Maybe someone like you could appreciate and receive value from this advice that I give you now. Number 3, actually there for you. There's been countless times in my life where I've said something to someone, or I'm going through a breakup, and then so many people, it's like, oh, I'll always be there for you. I'm here if you need me, babes, yeah. And do all that. They say the right thing, right? Which is nice. It is nice when someone says, oh, I'm here for you if you need. But who the is actually there for you? Who the was actually there for me? I've had a few people in my life who actually were there for me. But so many other people, it's like, yeah, here for you, man, yeah. It's just talk. It is just talk. But the friends that are actually there for you, that's a sign of a good friend. That's a sign of a good friendship. So like I say, number 3, that he or she is actually there for you. Number 4, and this is one thing I'm learning now, it's willing to tell the truth even if it's hard for them to hear. I've never been that good at saying to a good friend of mine, mate, what the are you doing? What are you doing? You're fucking up. I've never been that good saying to my good friends, you're fucking up. I've never been that good saying that. And that's something I'm really trying to do now. Like with the good few friends that I've got, I'm trying to learn to criticize, but in a positive way. It's a very masculine thing for one man to criticize another man, but in a way that you want to help that man, to help that friend. And then also receiving it as well, like actually receiving criticism and taking it like a man, not being offended like a little shut up, actually taking positive criticism from your friend, or me giving that sort of positive criticism, but in a sort of kind of harsh way maybe. That's something I'm still learning, but I think I'm getting it. So the thing is, there are about 1,000 ways, about 1,000 things that makes a friend a good friend. And some things just never came to me naturally. I've spent so much time with friends whom I thought they were my friend, but you know what? When it actually came down to the real shit, like they weren't there. I say this to you now because you might have someone in your life who says, oh, I'm here for you, mate. I'm your friend. But in reality, you're probably not friends with that person. You're probably just friends with a fucking drug. But if you take that away, you might not be their friend. I've said this before. I will say it again. There are so many people in your life that you might think, oh, that's my friend there. Yeah, we're friends. But when it actually comes down to it, are they your friend? And going back to childhood, negative things that happened in my life during my teenage years where I thought I had good friends, but I would be put down a lot. They would make fun of me a lot. Then they would all laugh, get a good crack out of it. Then I'll just be there feeling like absolute shit. I'm like, mate, what the actual f***? And I'd always perceive it in my little autistic brain as they're my friends. That's it, we're friends. But why are they saying these things to me? Then I'll always get in a hump with them. I'll get pissed off with them. Like, what? We're friends. You shouldn't be saying these things. You shouldn't be treating me like this. Friends don't treat people like this. I was very autistically black or white. It's either this or that. I hope you can gain value for what I say, because I don't want to like go on and be like, oh, poor me, I'm traumatized because I'm autistic. I don't ever want to come across like that, but I just want to give value to the things that I've learned, that things that you might take on board and go, you know what, yeah, you're absolutely right. Or maybe not. Maybe you might think I'm autistic, but what you're saying is absolute in that sense. Come and talk to me in the comments. Honestly, I will, again, constructive criticism, I will take it and go, yeah, you know what, brilliant. It's nice because I do have a good select few friends now. I don't have loads. I do bump into older friends that people I used to drink with and do drugs with, whatever, and it's all different now, and it's generally nice to see them, and it's generally nice to see old acquaintances, and there's a lot of like, it's love there, but there's the good close friends I have now, I can actually confidently say that they would be there for me. And I always think it's very important to establish a very good friendship with at least one person, more if you obviously more, but at least one person. If you can establish that good friendship with someone, that'll always be there for you. To me, that's priceless. That's worth more than sleeping around with 10 different women. To me, that's just priceless. So that is why I make these videos. I think that you might gain some value from it. So in life, there are going to be many Greggys around. You're going to come across many Greggys. I'm using Greggy as a noun, and it's your job to find the Greggys, push the Greggys away. Greggy. If you haven't seen the video I made before, it's about, are they your real friends? They're not your real friends. So that video's linked there. If you haven't seen that, then click that right away. I think you'd like that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.